for coming. I'm Becca Rolfe, and I'm the Bicycle Pedestrian Coordinator for Salt Lake City. And I'm going to kind of MC this event and then speak a little myself at the end. This is the official opening of the Cycle the City route, which has been a partnership between Salt Lake City Transportation Division and Visit Salt Lake. So to say a few remarks is Scott Beck, the President and CEO of Visit Salt Lake.
Thank you, Becca, and thank you, writers. I want to first make sure and invite everybody to the Cycle the City ride that's along the Cycle the City route that's part of the Road Respect Tour. It's going to be next Friday, June 14th at 7 p.m. at Liberty Park. The illustrious Bill Kraus from Visit Salt Lake will be leading the charge on that ride. And I hope if you don't have one, pick up a map of the route before you leave tonight. As Becca said, Cycle the City is part of Visit Salt Lake's support for the Year of the Bike and is reflective of our destination's commitment to sustainability. From the county's significant investment in the Salt Palace, making it one of the greenest facilities in the country, to our state, county, and city's commitment to public transportation, the stewardship of our natural environment is vital to Salt Lake's tourism industry. As we saw tonight, the bicycle is a great way to see our city. We sometimes hear from visitors who talk about our really big blocks, and I think that they're going to find out that on a bike now, our blocks are really easy to navigate. And while our city is very walkable, it is very easy and very consumable now from the seat of a bike. Cycle the City and the Green Bike program are also going to show great dividends for our convention visitors. Those of you that don't know, we have 5,000 college professors in the building this week who are here grading all of the advanced placement tests, the essays from all around the country. This is the second year of a 5-year commitment we have in this group, and I can tell you from personal experience, they are loving getting on the green bike and going out and experiencing our city via the seat of a bike. I'm also very excited about how this initiative will help our visitors get deeper into our community. It's very easy now to get to Faustina or even to get to 9th and 9th on the seat of a bike for our visitors who come to town. I'm equally excited for our employees. As the first E2 certified business under Mayor Becker's administration, we are committed to the bicycle as a mode of transportation in and around Salt Lake City. And we applaud the mayor and his team for this program and their continued commitment to making Salt Lake one of America's great cities. With that, I'll introduce Mayor Ralph Becker.
Thank you, Scott. Thank everybody for riding with us this afternoon and for joining us at this event. We are in the Year of the Bike, and thanks to Becca and Robin and Dan and Ben and a team of people inside and outside of city government, we've had this continuous set of wonderful activities to both help people get on bikes, help people find their way around the city easily and safely on bikes, and to promote cycling. And I know as someone who started as a commuter cycling maybe 5 years ago, that the increase in cycling around this city has grown to a point that all of us who are out there on the streets feel more comfortable, and it's much safer for all of us. But we're here particularly to talk about Cycle the City today. That's what we're celebrating, and we've had great leadership in this city, both within city government and outside of city government, that has developed a wonderful route for our visitors and folks who are just around town and want to take a nice bike ride to be able to experience the city, both the urban core of the city, but also get a really nice feel for the asset that we have that no other major city in this country has, which is this immediate access to our mountains. And the trail includes not only biking downtown and biking to some of our parks, but goes a little ways up City Creek Canyon, giving people a good feel for that. So thank you to Becca and Dan and Robin and our other folks who got involved and really put this together. We couldn't have asked for a better day for biking. I'm sure it'll be this way all summer. I'm really hopeful that our visitors, with bikes now so more readily accessible, are going to be able to really find ways to enjoy our city. I'm confident that with the whole range of improvements that we have been making and will be making in the next few years, that Salt Lake City will not only be known more and more as a great American city, but be known more and more as one of the most bikeable cities in the country. So we're on our way, and I thank all of you who've been involved with making this Cycle the City. Put it in a plug for the nice brochure that's been developed, and you can go to the website, as has been mentioned, and learn how to get around the city and enjoy a bike route, and that'll lead to all kinds of other paths for a cycling future. So thank you all for the work you've done to make tonight and today possible, and keep feeding us ideas and information on how we can keep improving cycling in our city. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what exactly Cycle the City is. Cycle the City is a half-day loop that I have personally taken my family and friends on whenever they come to visit me in Salt Lake, and it's something that you can share with your family and friends when they come to visit, or it can be used by visitors in general. One of the reasons that we developed the route is because when I started here as the bicycle and pedestrian coordinator, I started fielding a lot of phone calls from people who were saying, I'm coming to Salt Lake, I'm a bicyclist, how do I go out and see the city by bike? Because those of us who ride know that that's a great way to see a place. It's much more intimate than seeing it from a car, and you can cover a lot more ground than you can when you're walking. So I started to get those questions, and then I realized that we have some great conventions and conferences that come to Salt Lake, and that we needed to provide them with a resource as well. So we actually have signs out on the street. There's a sign here in front of me, and those signs will guide you along the route, generally going along in a direction that works better in terms of the turns and how it works with traffic. Most of the route is along city streets that have bike lanes or quieter streets. There are a few sections that you'll need to be comfortable in some city traffic. And it also highlights some of our trails, including along the Jordan River Trail and along City Creek Canyon. So it's a nice snapshot of the city, downtown, parks, and some of our urban trails. We did do a publication that's distributed around the room. If you haven't picked one up, please do that. And I wanted to acknowledge that in helping me to develop this route, I had help from Ian Kilpatrick, who is an intern with the Transportation Division. He was very instrumental in taking kind of a rough sketch of the route and putting it into a publication, so thank you, Ian, he's here today. And also Sean Buckley from Visit Salt Lake really helped with the making the design of the brochure and making a professional publication. So this is going to be available in bike shops around downtown, here at the Visitors Center, and we also expect that we'll be distributing it through other tourism outlets as well, like hotels, etc. So thank you very much. And then I guess if there are questions, we can take questions.